Alright, first video of the new year. Hello, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome to a brand new year. It is finally 2021. 2020 I feel like was not the best year for everybody, obviously because of the pandemic. There was definitely a lot of good, but there were a lot of lessons to be learned that we can apply to a fresh new start in 2021. I'll be talking about 5 different ways to get a fresh start in the new year. These are things I like to do to make myself feel like I've reset and I'm ready to take on the whole entire year. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I like to do is clean my space. This one's kind of obvious, but I feel like once you have a clean space to work in and to relax in, all of that, you feel like you can take on anything. You know when you spend hours and hours and hours cleaning your room, like deep cleaning it, and you finally get it the way you want and it's nighttime and everything is calm and serene and clean and you can just sit there on your bed and relax? That's how you need to go into the new year. I don't care if your room is messy right now. I don't care if your car is a complete disaster. Those are the 2 things that I personally like to make sure is clean when I jump into the new year. I spend most of my time in my room and I spend a lot of my time driving in my car. Also, I like to just sit in my car sometimes when I just need alone time, just like space to myself. So if my room and if my car are both messy, I don't know how to function. The spaces that you know that you're gonna spend a lot of time in, that you need to have your me time in, because your me time is very important. I feel like just go through, get rid of all of the clutter that's everywhere, get rid of things that you don't need, toss stuff you don't need, sell stuff on Poshmark or whatever sites you wanted to get rid of your junk that you don't need, that someone else will probably like and need a lot more than you, and just clear your space. If you watch my vlogs, you'll know that this place was a mess. You saw this during Vlogmas and it was just really bad. Honestly, the rest of the house is still a mess. I need a lot of help and a lot of time to fix that, but going into the new year, I wanted this space to be my space where I can sleep, where I can relax, where I know I can also get work done too. So this is clean, the bathroom is clean, and my car is clean, and that is all that matters. So basically I can wake up and I can take on the day with a refreshed mind and be like, you know what? I can tackle the rest of this messy house because my room is clean. Anyways, that is step 1. Just clear your space and make sure it is a good place for you. Also, this place is by the freeway. Is it by the freeway? No, it's just by a busy street. So if you hear a lot of like, I'm sorry. The second step is to clean your electronics. This kind of goes along with your space, except this is the digital version of your space. This is my favorite thing to do because I'm always on my laptop, I'm always on my phone, and I always have my camera with me, especially now that I'm gonna be starting weekly vlogs on my vlog channel. So all of my electronics, I like to clean the inside and then clean the outside. What I mean about cleaning the inside is just going through and deleting everything that you don't need. If you're on your phone, delete apps that you haven't used like all year. And if you're on your laptop or whatever else device, tablet, etc., make sure you go through that and just delete the things that you don't need. Archive the folders, projects, files, anything you need that you might need later but haven't touched in a while, put that on a hard drive. And if it's on your phone, you can like delete it off your home screen or whatever now. Do all of that. Also, as a cherry on top, I love to like change up my wallpaper. I love to change up my backgrounds and stuff like that. Also, now with iOS 14, I love every time it's a new season to completely change my iOS home screen. So this is what mine looks like right now. I just have it on a nice white gridded background with very minimal, fresh, clean icons. Also, if you watch my Vlogmas or follow me on Instagram, you know that I have an Etsy. I also made my personal one into an icon theme pack, and I'm gonna also have other theme packs coming out throughout the year. Honestly, I didn't have time, so right now I just have the one, but I think you can favorite my shop and get notified whenever I post more. But for right now, this is what I have on mine. I love it. It's so just fresh it's like a fresh start. So yeah, most of my icons are blank, but I also have ones with little icons on it too if you want. I also have blank ones if you want it to look like mine, and ones with my handwriting. So yeah, I just like to do that. I put a new background on, I put a new wallpaper on. I do that also with my iPad and with my laptop. Also, I hate daylight savings. It's getting so freaking dark. Please hold. That didn't really do much. And now it is way too bright. After I have cleaned the inside of all of my electronics, I like to go in and meticulously clean the outsides of all of my electronics, just so when I use it, it feels like a brand new product. I also like to do this with my makeup and stuff like that, because after time, just things get dirty and grimy and you don't realize it, and then once you clean it, you feel like it's brand new. It feels like you have a brand new product. So I love to go in and just clean it, and I take a microfiber cloth for all of my electronics, especially to make sure I'm not being too harsh on them. I get rid of all of the fingerprints, all of the dirty spots, all of the like dried water droplets. I don't even know how that happens. There's always little tiny water droplets everywhere. But yeah, I just make sure to clean the outside, and then I set it down in my nice brand new clean room, and I just feel like a brand new person. So cleaning the inside and the outside of your electronics and other things that you use every day, like makeup. The third thing I like to do is plan my year, my month, and my day. What I like to do at the start of every single year is take a notebook or a piece of paper, anything, my iPad, whatever, sit down and write down everything that I would like to get done within the year. So that could be anything from like fitness goals to like your own personal goals, hobbies, work, career, anything like that, whatever it is. And I just write every single thing down. Then I categorize them, and then I see if that's something that I can accomplish by the end of the year, by the end of the month, or is it like a daily task type of thing. So once I have that out of the way, I take my monthly and my daily. I will talk about yearly in the next step, but monthly and daily I will sit down and just plan out my whole entire month. If you're like me and you don't make lists, I find it almost impossible to get anything done. If I know that I have a busy day or a busy month, I have to sit down and write down everything I need to do, how long each task or project is gonna take me to do, and then I figure out what days during the month that works, like when the deadline is, how far ahead of the deadline do I need to start. And so I write all of that stuff down, and then every single day I go in and make my own daily list. I usually do this the night before. I have this planner that I made. It's actually on my Etsy. A few guys were asking me to make planners to sell on my Etsy, and I have this daily one. I plan on making a monthly one and a weekly one, but right now I just have the daily one because it's the one that I use the most. I usually use my Google Calendar for my monthly stuff, and then I go in and physically write my daily one just because I feel like it's so satisfying to cross everything off during the day. It's kind of like a motivator. When I do my plan for the day, I will sit down and write down everything I need to do on the side of my planner and how long it's gonna take to do every single thing. So I'll even like say get up, make breakfast, 30 minutes, get ready, 30 minutes, outfit, 15 minutes, set up, 30 minutes. And then once I figure out what time I need to be done with everything, then I kind of like add up all of the hours that's gonna take me. If I need to be done by 6 and all my tasks are 5 hours, then I would start at 1. Or even before that, because whatever. I'll make sure to start at the latest 1 o'clock. So that kind of helps me plan my day and figure out what I need to do. And it really helps because if it's like 2 o'clock and I'm running behind schedule, I'm like, oh crap, I'm behind schedule. I need to finish up this task so then I can cross it off, blah, blah, blah. It just really helps me not procrastinate because I'm a huge procrastinator. So I feel like doing that with your daily tasks, doing that with your monthly goals, that really helps you stay focused and stay on track for success. The fourth tip that I like to do and that I kind of do throughout the whole year, but I really like to do especially at the beginning of the year, is make a vision board. I'm currently going to be making a vision board that's going to go right there. I have not done it yet because I just want to like print out the right pictures and stuff, but I also do this on Pinterest. I will make my own secret board and I just put stuff that I want to manifest, things that I'm really excited about and things that I want to accomplish. And so I can kind of like pick and choose what I want my life to look like, what I want my year to look like, all of that stuff, and it's in a nice little board that I can look in whenever I want on Pinterest. I go on Pinterest a lot now. And also I do this on Instagram. You know how you could save posts and stuff like that? I will have a little like vision board folder album thingy on Instagram for my vision board. that was so repetitive. But yeah, I do that on Pinterest, I do that on Instagram, and I also like to have a physical one that just kind of looks like a piece of art, but when I see it, I'm like, yes, that will be my 2021. I'm so sorry if it keeps changing. So yeah, that is tip number 4. I feel like it's super important, just like along with planning, just to visualize what you want to get done. And I would say the vision board stuff is more like your yearly goals. That's why I didn't include it in the month and daily planning section. That's just something that you can look for and see every day and kind of remind yourself that these are the things that you want to accomplish, and it really helps to just see it and visualize it and make it happen. The 5th and final step is to sit down and make a schedule for yourself. And I'm not talking about for your goals and stuff like that. I'm just talking about resetting your daily routine, because I feel like especially during the pandemic, it's very hard to stay on task. It's kind of easy to lose track of time, especially if you're working from home, if you're not seeing as many people as you usually would, and because we're not really going to any sort of classes and having any sort of routine. I don't really know anybody who is back to their regular routine, and it is 2021 now. So yeah, basically just making your own schedule and sticking to it. It kind of goes with the daily stuff, but I made personal goals for myself, like when I wanted to go to sleep, the hours I'm going to set aside for work, and the hours I'm going to set aside for hobbies, the hours I'm going to set aside for personal relationships and stuff like that. I feel like just completely resetting all of your personal time and figuring out how you are going to personally stay on task, how you are going to personally like just spend your time wisely for you. I feel like that is the most important thing out of all of this, especially during the pandemic. I've been doing everything from home. I'm not really seeing anybody except a few friends here and there that I know have been being safe in regards to COVID. I've been seeing my family and my boyfriend, and besides that, I haven't really been doing much else, which is weird and I hate it, but this is life now. So since I am still having like somewhat of a very small social life, but still having my own projects to do and still having work to get done, I sat down for maybe like an hour, figured out everything that I would like to do on a day-to-day basis, and I turned my day into kind of a 9 to 5. So that I have somewhat of a schedule, and it's not 9 to 5, it's more like 11 to 6:30? 5:30 or 6:30? I don't know. But I even set up like little weekly meetings with myself every Monday, because that's what I would do at my 9 to 5 job last year. We would sit down every Monday and kind of like ease into the week and talk about like what we accomplished last week, what we did over the weekend, and like what our goals are for this coming week. So I set up little meetings for myself. I set up a time schedule, what time I'm going to be going to bed roughly, and what time I'll wake up. And this is a schedule that I made knowing what's going to make me happy, because I would love to be a morning person, but I am not. So I kind of kept that in mind, but also figured out like how much time a day I want to spend on work, how much time I want to spend on my own stuff, and how much time I want to spend like with friends and family and stuff like that. I made a schedule that I'm going to stick to, and I feel like it's going to help set me up for more success in 2021. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Those are my 5 tips on how to have a good, fresh, clean slate, fresh start for 2021. I haven't sat down and talked to a camera like this in a long time, like over a year and a half. So I feel a little bit awkward, so I'm sorry if I am a little awkward. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked and subscribed and all that, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to go check out my vlog channel, I will have those linked down below. They'll also be in the little card. And yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next week for my next video, or this weekend for my ASMR video, or this Tuesday for my weekly vlog. But yeah, happy 2021. I wish you the best for this year, and I will see you next week.